All right, what is up, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? All right, what do we got here? Who's in the house? We got Silver. How's it going, my man? What's up, Peter? What's up, Ross? Can we do CTX? Yeah, we can. Yeah, it's still a very boring time in the market. Nothing's really moving. We will at some point, though. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Kura? How you doing? CTX. I still think we're about to go bullish. ZBCN is still pushing. If I would have just bought the ZBCN. CTX is. There's nothing bullish on CTX at the moment. Just looking at the macro chart. Let's see what we hit here. I don't remember. So CTX from the low to the high. Yeah, pretty much bounced on that final 786 support. So, and it's just pretty much going sideways. So you're back over the 618 holding. So A188 is your support. You're getting stuck right at the 236. So you got to get back over about 205 and then up to 320 to be bullish again. But ultimately, it's doing nothing. And it looks like the bottom is in when you look at the macro monthly chart. I mean, it's not a bad spot to be buying in. I don't think it should go down from here, but it has to get over 205 and then 372 to be bullish, and clearly the breakout once it gets over the 0.5 at 6. If you can get over $6 on CTX, then that's when she's going to really take off. So the 618 retracement from today, possible bottom would be a 5x up to 975. And then the 786 at 19, say $20 for a 10x. And if it goes higher and makes a higher high, we have this we put up on the screen. $70 will be at 35x, and then your moonshot would be the 1272 at 140. Possible billion market cap if that has not changed. The 72x up there, but it does look like the bottom is in. It's at this area yet again, holding. So not horrible. What's up, bad? Put a whole portfolio into Grapecoin and it went to 0. You did that. Oh, why did you do that? Never put your whole money in one coin. But I feel like you, my man. It's just I can't win either. What's up, Lynx? How you doing? Ripple offers Circle 10 billion. What does that mean? What's up, Rashad? What's up, AMG? Yeah, I saw PNG go up a little bit. It's just we're not at that point yet. But yeah, I saw PNG pumped. ZBCN is still pumping. It's just boring times right now. But I do believe the bottom is in. At least our bottoms and our macro bottoms are holding. PNG's just not moving yet. Still getting stuck right at the 382. So once you get over that 382 at about 15.5, then you can be bullish. Yeah, what's the deal with the Vine coin? Is this Elon Musk and some other guy's coin? I went to their Twitter and they have a weird Twitter. Everyone's calling them a scam. I don't know what Vine is, but it's clearly curling up here. Clearly hit final support. It pumped and then it came right back down again, but it put in a higher high. It just, one of those charts looks like it's about to take off. Same thing with Fart Coin. Trying to catch a coin that can move for me, do something. The Fart Coin's over $1 now. Just Think we're just waiting around now? Yeah. It's a waiting game. Just gotta have patience. Yeah, what is grape coin? I know I've heard of that before, but oh, maybe we haven't looked at a grape coin. Maybe this one. Delisted. It'd been nice if you could have shorted it, I guess. Yeah, what were those coins that Coinbase is delisting? Maybe I'll just short one of those. Yeah, whatever this is, if this is it, it's just dying. I think we said PRQ yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, is PRQ about to fall off the table? But yeah, ZBCN came up to the 618 and it's getting stuck again. But the weekly volume's still kicking in. Yeah, maybe I should just buy this. Maybe this thing's about, it just went up a little bit since I looked at it 5 minutes ago. Is this thing about to head for the 786 here? What do you guys think? Up to 0024, put in a higher high? Or is that it? What's up, restats? We're taking off soon, or what's the word? Not until Ethereum goes up and Bitcoin starts to go back up. We're still just kind of stuck. I guess it's waiting for, what is it, the 7th or the 6th, waiting for the Fed meeting. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. Yeah, what other coin are we looking at that looks like ZBCN? Looks like it might want to go up. I'm not going to buy ZBCN here, even though it could go to the 786. I don't know. So I'll put money in here and then it'll just go back down. But yeah, it's just a waiting game. GFI looking okay still. GFI. What is GFI doing? Yeah, I mean, it's just another one of those coins that did a V recovery. We held the bottom, we held where it needed to hold, final support, the trend. It's getting stuck at the first resistance, 618236 here. So until it gets over this little red box, until it pretty much gets over 95 cents, it's not bullish. But it looks like it just put in the bottom again. But clearly, it's still making lower highs, so there's nothing bullish on it until you get over about 195. You're back alive if you can get over the 236 here at 95, and then, like I said, 195, 196. Once you get over that, then you're in good shape. But the whole market's doing the same thing here at the end. At the end, everything's starting to curl up. So yeah, you're holding bullish on this thing over the 382. So as long as you're over 81, you're bullish. Oh man, Toshi, what's up, Future J? What's up, God Got Me? Toshi. What is Toshi doing? Yeah, Toshi's another one that broke the downtrend and it's just kind of stuck. See the same exact market structure on every coin. We're all doing the same boring thing. It doesn't look horrible. I mean, these coins that are looking like this market structure here, it looks like it wants to just have a giant green candle spawn in. That's what a lot of these coins look like. And we pointed out the little triangle pattern here, had a little baby move, and now it's just consolidating again. But yeah, these coins look poised and ready to go. No telling when that's going to be, though. But I guess if you've been paying attention and you've been buying these bottoms on these macro trends, I guess you're loaded up to go. Yeah, you're holding over short term 236 at 3038, so you're bullish short term. But yeah, not a bad looking chart on Toshi here. Like I keep saying every stream, every day, it looks like these coins are gearing up for a bull run. And then Toshi to the moon, Toshi to a penny would be your 23x from today, and then 2 pennies would be about a 45x. TARS AI. Klaus is going up. I'm just going to have to catch something that's really flying and just ride the green candle for a minute and get a little percentage. Yeah, TARS AI had a pump, V recovery, just like everything else. And this is what we went over yesterday. It has to get over 10 up to 15.5. Just imagine a macro box in this area, 0.5 to 618. All of this here, that's why you're getting stuck. You're hitting that volume area and you're just dying. Now it's coming back down. So TARS AI has to stay over 7.5 to stay bullish. 7.5 down to 7.3. If it can stay over that, you stay bullish, and it has to get through 10.8. And then if you get through 15.5 on TARS AI, this thing may start going. That's when you're going to be really bullish on this one. And like we've been saying, you know, this move, it could pull back down here. So any lower than the double 382 here, then it's probably coming back down to 4.7, putting in a double bottom with a higher low, and then it'll probably take off. But weekly candles here, you know, that could take a month. You know, a couple of months before it decides to go up. It just depends on how fast we're going to do this, if we do it. We got restats for 5. I appreciate the support, my man. Thanks for keeping us informed. Get up. Keep up the good work, bro. I appreciate the 5. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's not been easy being poor and the market's not even moving. The channel's been dying, so I appreciate that support. It's awesome. Much appreciated. What'd you say? Klaus is going up. What is Klaus? Is that a deck screener coin? Klaus to the moon. Let's see. Oh, she did go up, but it's over. It already ended the run. Klaus, yeah, stuck right at the 236, just like everything else. Large bearish looking candle wicks. Whew. There goes the yawning. MACD on the weekly for Bitcoin, bro. What about it? Why are we freezing? Yeah, she's about to cross bullish, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, it looks like we're about to start going up. Yeah, looking at the weekly MACD. What the hell hell's crawling on me? I mean, we're bullish over the 618. MACD doesn't look too bad if we get a bullish cross. Get the green volume to come in. Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying, I'm bullish. I think we're macro bullish and we're about to get a large move. Hopefully you guys are ready. Hopefully you're ready for a move and then we get stuck again. But yeah. This may be different. No sell and go away. I mean, that's just a saying. I pointed out last time, last May, Bitcoin was bullish. Maybe the stock market was bearish. Where's May 2024? Yeah, right here. Not for the whole month, but we went up. May into June was bullish. Not a huge move, but it was still bullish. And then we died. But yeah, maybe we're fixing to hit over 100K. That would be great. What's up, T13? You just realize AXGT burned 12% today. Cryptos Are Us, Jolly, and a few others are posting about them. Yeah, I don't watch any of them. Is AXGT moving? Up 3%. Yeah, I mean, it still looks good for a bottom being put in here. It's just, it's getting stuck. If you can get over 15 cents up to 21, then you can be bullish on it. What are we on, a weekly? But yeah, I mean, all these coins look like they're on the bottoms, and we need that large move up. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But yeah, Turbo's a beast. And the same thing with DGen. I think DGen's about to go up. If I had the extra money, I'd put a long position on DGen. I was thinking about that last night, but I don't have any money. Yeah, Turbo pumped, but it got stuck right at the 618. Just like ZBCN. They're not getting through because that's your breakout point. But you're holding over the, let me move this out of the way. So you're stuck at 5.9, that's what you got to get over, but you're over the macro 236. So Turbo's still bullish here. I know the chart looks kind of messy. And I think it's going to be bullish once it gets over 007, this green line here. If it can get over that, I think it's going to go run to a new high. 3 pennies will be up next. Because I think once it breaks this area here, but it's getting stuck at the 618. If it gets over that, then you may, yeah, see a decent little run here, 6.5x up to 3. Everyone's going to be screaming bull market, and then we're just going to stop. No, I don't know. I mean, if we get a large move up, I think these coins are going to have that first leg up, and then we're going to consolidate. And then when alt season finally gets here, everything's just going to go up. And if your coin's are already going up and consolidating, it's just going to blast to the moon. That's where you're going to have like 2 months of just green, large green monthly candles spawning in. And then you guys are going to hold because you think Turbo's going to $1, it's going to hit 40 cents, and then it's over. We're about to go bullish, 150K incoming. Man, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I think 127K is going to be the next big target. And then we'll probably pull back and consolidate again for another 2 months. Velo, yeah, I did Velo today on the channel. If you're talking about Velo protocol, Velo's very bullish. I said don't miss out on Velo. That's why it kind of sucks looking at these coins for you guys, because I don't have any money to buy anything. Still job hunting, still looking for. I put in 2 more applications this morning, but it's getting pretty bad now. Yeah, Velo doesn't look horrible. The monthly chart, just to kind of clean it up, weekly chart, you're holding over the trend. We hit the 382. Just the whole thing looks bullish here. It's putting in higher highs and higher lows. Once this thing finally breaks through pretty much 2 cents, a penny and a half, and then 1.8, then it's probably going for a higher high, but it's just been doing nothing for a while. It's because the market's not doing anything. But Velo's going to have some good returns, I would have to imagine. A higher high is going to give you a 3.5x up to 4.5. And then a 618 retracement could be next. Yeah, I'm going to get all these coins to 9, 10x out of here. Now, I don't know. I mean, we're getting to the point to where if these coins, they can always hold up like Swiftcoin, I guess, but yeah, a 10x up to 12, and then of course we already have it. 45 to 50 cents would be your 35 to 40x. Excuse me, I had a cough. And then your moonshot would be this 1500x. Move to 21. It's probably not going to happen. Honestly, don't know where Velo's going to end up, but it does got some good returns. If it goes up, there's no guarantee. But yeah, I like the Velo protocol chart. I like Velo. I mean, just the fact on the monthly, it's been holding up here very nicely. I don't see it breaking this structure and going down. It's just another coin that's telling us, hey, I just put in my higher low. Let's go. We got to go up. So someone please go walk over and push the little button and let us go. Get us out of here. But it's not a bad position to be buying in. Like I said, if it dies down and we're just bearish, then I don't know what else to say. But that's all you can do is look at the chart and say, hey, the bottom is in. AOS. What's up, Aaron? Turbo 10x from here on. Let's see. AOS to the moon. I think the fact that I haven't worked in a while, because I've been doing this, which was, this was holding me up for a good while, and then the market died. I don't know. We're not going to talk about it, though. I'll figure it out. What do we got going here? Why are we down there? Oh, that's like high from back here. Yeah, AOS is just like PNG and Arc Block. If we zoom out to the monthly macro chart, bottom is put in. You can clearly see that. I think the bottom is in over 20. It's just simply getting stuck. If we can get over 44, and then we go from the high to the low. I mean, if these coins could just get a breakout, yeah, you're sitting right on the 382 on the weekly candles. And then the weekly stock RSI looks like it's about to cross bullish. So we may be getting ready, looking at that Bitcoin weekly and the weekly on AOS. It looks like we're about to start going up. So 786, so 44 to 48. Once you get over that, breakout is over 61. But macro bottom is in and it's just curling up. So all you guys that have been paying attention and buying these macro bottoms, oh, excuse me, That's what we've been saying from those bottoms. It's just time to go up and sideways, and that's what we're doing. So it's good that we're doing that. What's up, Crypto Mailman? Apply for the post office. Yeah, I never thought about that. Never thought about the post office. Anyway, I already got 6. Yep, the bots are taking over the videos I did today. Ridiculous. What's up, Sir Beard? How you doing? It's been a long time since you've been here. I thought you disappeared. We got Sir Beard back in the house. Can we look at Ionic Protocol? What is that? Ionic Protocol. Never heard of this one. Oh, wow. Is this it? This thing has a large scam wick. Let me see if there's a better chart. Ion USD. Space ID. I guess that's it. Yeah, we can look at it, but it doesn't look promising at all. Yeah, what does it add? 008? Let me go back to the chat and make sure this is the right coin, because yeah, it spiked all the way up to the 0.5 and that was it. It looks like it's about to die from here. I don't know the weekly stock RSI scroll, or not stock RSI. Yeah, that's a very bearish wick. All right, what are we talking about? Yeah, like I said, I just had a job for a couple of days, and it only paid. It was $12 an hour for backbreaking labor work, and I'm too old for that. But don't worry about it. I'll find something. It'll all work out. It always does. Yeah. What are we looking at? So yeah, is this the right one? Ion. Okay, Ion and mode. So yeah, if this is the coin you're talking about, it doesn't look good at all. I would just keep it simple. It has to get over this 2-2 and then stay over 4-3 to be bullish. And then put the bottom in and break out over a penny. 1-2 there. It looks like a gamble play to me. I don't know what this is, but it just doesn't look good at all. What is that noise? All right, so I mean, it could always come back to live in 30x up to the 786 and hit 2.5. 618 would be a 14x, 15x. Would you say mode? Yeah, where are you finding these coins at? Mode. Looks almost the same. It's still in mid pump, coming back down. I mean, if these are something, and people can buy them, but yeah, got stuck right at the 236. So right now, we'll zoom in, but you got to get over 007 and then up to a penny. Once you get back over a penny, if that's the bottom, then you can be bullish on it. And then we'll just go down to the daily chart here. So if it is a bottom, which we're seeing a lot of coins bottom out. I mean, zooming into the daily, it looks promising here. You can clearly see the strong move up, and a little flag pattern is forming. And you're sitting right on the 382. So short term, it's holding this area as support. That's your 382. As long as you're over 0049, you're bullish. If you fall lower than that, then it's coming back down. But if you can stay over that and stay in this pattern, it looks like it may run for the 236. But it has to stay over that 382. But the overall chart just looks horrible. And if it manages to hold and comes back to life, clearly the 618 is going to be heavy resistance. 7x up to 3.4 if it can get through that and blow through 6.5, 7 pennies. It's not a horrible move. If you're bullish on this, a moonshot would be 50 cents. 100x. Yeah, where did the... Oh, it's on optimism, part of the super chain. All right, maybe they'll come back to life and you'll get some decent run out of it. I want all you guys to make it. What do we think about Crow? Crow's probably going to $2. Chronos to the moon. I know people keep saying it's the next BNB. It could be. I don't know. But Crow's not looking bad. It looks like everything else. It just put in the macro bottom. It's stuck right below the 236. Could it still go down? It could. I don't know what it's forming here. Some sort of a double bottom it's forming. But ultimately, like I said, if we zoom out, it's holding everything it needs to. We'll see what it did on the macro. So going from the low to the high, yeah, you hit the 786 there. And then on the overall chart, did it put in the bottom? Did she put it in the bottom? Yeah, she did. She came down and tagged the 786, and she's been grinding up ever since. So from the 2021 high to the low, Crow has to get over 15 to be bullish, and if it's going to put in a higher high like these coins holding up, then, I mean, if we're not there yet, that point to where we're going vertical, then Crow should be gearing up to move and do a 3x, 3.5x up to 30. I don't know why this does this every time. But yeah, it's just another coin that has a good looking chart. It's curling up, getting ready. I gotta change the song, it's driving me crazy. But yeah, I like Crow to $2. You can see 214, 1272. I don't think the market cap's still the same, so we're just gonna move that. 24 to 25x from today. I don't know what people were saying it's going to, but I would say $2 on Crow. I think it's a good fair price. And it may go higher. What's up, David, my man? Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't here anymore that used to come in here, like Sir Beard here. They haven't been here in a while. Maybe you guys coming back are a bullish sign that we're about to go up. They can smell the greed and the FOMO. They're coming back. What indicators do you use? Just the fib and support and resistance and, you know, just whatever we feel like. Mostly fibs and trend lines. Stock RSI most of the time. Why is the stock RSI up here? What happened? I was wondering where it went. And only the MACD because some of you guys have been asking about it lately, so I just left it on the screen. We got Sir Beard for 5. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate it. That helps out a lot. Keeps the dream kind of alive. You know, it's been dying. Now, you guys don't forget either. I know there's only 20 people in here, but YouTube takes 30% of whatever you send. So if you want to send the full, there's Cash App. That's a lot better option. We got David for 5. I appreciate that. Can we look at Virtual's protocol and dogging me? I appreciate the 5. That's awesome. Virtuals. Is she still moving? Yeah, I know it's very boring times right now, but at some point you guys are going to be so excited. I mean, we're already getting the move on some coins from the bottoms that we looked at. Virtual is one of them. You're just simply, just like ZBC, and you're getting stuck at the 618 at the moment. So if we get these coins to break the 618s, just like Bitcoin did, I mean, maybe they're just lagging, and maybe we are about to get a nice move. But yeah, you're over the 236 here. What is that? You're above the 0.5, you're above the 3.2. So if you can get over $2, this thing may have a breakout on its hands. Of course, $3 will be up next. So if you can get over 2, this thing's going to spike up 78% to 3. And then from there, it may pull back a little bit, but then I think we're getting ready to go. Yeah, and this one would do a 6x up to a new high at $10. And that's what we've been saying on it since it started moving up. She's heading for a higher high. And like you said yesterday, it's just a slow move up. We're slowly bullish moving up. But yeah, Virtuals doesn't look bad here. If we can get over 2, then it's real good shape. And then one more on it. See if anything lines up. Yeah, the tubes are, you know, all this support here. Double 236, 0.5. As long as you're above $1.30, you're still bullish. $1.33. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see what the weekly. And then what else did you say? Oh, dogging me. Yeah, dogging me's got a good bullish overall chart. I'm telling you guys, these coins are getting ready. It's just we gotta have patience. What am I doing? Oh. All right, let me switch the music real quick. And hopefully it's not too loud. Dogging me. Yeah, I believe dogging me is on crypto.com too. I always forget about crypto.com. What is she doing? What is she doing? Oh, come on. What am I doing? So we'll just pull. Come on. We're just going to adjust our little pattern here. So what are we bullish or bearish on dogging me right now? Move back to the 3-day chart. I mean, because we had that strong move down on it once again, so we're still waiting to see if this thing's going to drop more. I don't know. To me, it looks like 2 large candles spawned in here, consolidating, continuation to the downside. So there may be more downside to dogging me right now, but I'd imagine you're just going to buy more. Because these things are getting to where the final bottoms are going to have to be put in, especially on the macro charts. So low to the high, we're down below the 382. You're still holding the 0.5. So it looks like right now if you can stay over 488, then you still have a shot at going up. If you fall below that level, then you're probably breaking down. And the fact that you're below the 382, sitting on the 0.5, we'll see how much of a drop. Yeah, 618, 1272 area, so you could get a wick down. So 30 to 33% drop is very possible right now on dogging me. So this 3.6 down to 3.4 area, and then that should take care of putting in a higher low. I mean, it could always go lower, but we're going to see what happens here. But like I said, the overall chart doesn't look bad. I mean, we're just waiting to see what this consolidation is going to do here. If it rips to the upside, it rips to the upside. Let's see here. But yeah, dogging me doesn't look horrible. And dogging me to the top of the fib doesn't look that far away at 34x from today. Up to a penny and a half, 2 pennies. We need the XC and Moon Boys back in here. Yeah. Oh, you're on assignment overseas. All right. That must be nice. Must be nice. What's up, Ibrahim? Pingu. We got Ross's Cash App sent earlier. I appreciate that, my man. I gotta go get my phone. Oh yeah. Crypto and Cash App is the same thing. They don't take any money. So anything in the description, make sure you send it to the right one. But yeah, that's why they're in the description. All those other ways to donate, because you know, you guys are sending your hard-earned money, you know, to support the channel, and a lot of people don't realize that YouTube takes 30% of whatever you're sending right off the bat. Yeah, there's crypto addresses all in there. Federal benefits will get you a pension. All right, I'll remember that. I'll look into. I never thought about looking into working for the post office. You work for the post office, huh? Is that old saying true that postal workers are crazy? Let's see. What can we theoretically see good low caps doing? 10x. Yeah, just make sure it's a good coin. Just make sure they have a Twitter, make sure there's a community, and then yeah, they'll do 10x's. It depends on what it is though. And it depends on what kind of a alt season we're gonna have. But if you pick the right coin, the good coin, make sure people are talking about it. Like I remember last time, the talk of the town was Solana, Axie Infinity, Shiba, and they were all new at the time. Oh, you don't have to pay into Social Security. Pingu, let me look at Pingu real quick. Pingu. All right, let me go get my phone. Let me put Pingu up and then let me go. I don't know what I did with my phone. Pingu. Yeah, all these coins, like all these new meme coins that came out and kind of went to the moon. And Pepe and Mog and Whiff. Though all those coins are going to go. So if you've been buying the dips on those coins, just you guys are going to make it. All right, Pingu's up on the chart. Let me go find my phone. I'll be right back. All right, we got it. Took a little longer because my son was talking to me. All right, what did I miss? What are we looking at? Pingu. Pingu to the moon. All right, we'll see your restats. But yeah, we're going to make it. All right, Pingu. Let's see what have we got with Pingu. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. High to the low. It's pretty much stuck at the 382. Let me zoom out and see what we're getting to be stuck with. Yeah, was that it? I mean, on the smaller time frame, the daily, it's just a slight pullback. But yeah, Pingu's another one that came down here and double bottomed, and then it took off a little bit. And we're seeing this all over the place. Low to the high. Yeah, you're sitting bullish over the 236. So as long as you're over a penny, you're bullish. Has to get back over 113. But it looks like it's trying to form some sort of a bull flag pattern on the move up, just like it did last time. So it doesn't look horrible. We'll see how it plays out. But as long as you hold that 236, I think you have a shot. But Pingu, Pingu's on Robinhood, ain't it? Yeah, if this coin's on Robinhood and Coinbase, then people are going to pile into this coin. It's going to fly out of here. 14x to a new high at 15. It's probably going to go higher than that. I think a lot of these bigger meme coins, if this is one of them, I think it is, they're probably all going to 20x plus. So 20x will take you up to pretty much 25 cents. And then if you think you can hit 42 cents, that'd be a 40x. Yeah, that's my thinking too. A lot of people are waiting for what the Fed's going to do. It's probably just going to do nothing for the rest of the weekend. Maybe Monday we blast out of here. That would be nice. Doge, first human-made meme coin. What's up, Alan? Pirate is up 166%. So you're bullish on Doge. Kibshi. I thought, what is Turbo? I thought Turbo was the first AI meme coin. Kaibo Shib. Damn, we haven't looked at this recently, have we? But it hasn't moved, or it's in the same spot. But yeah, it's another coin that bottomed out. It's trying. It's making higher highs and higher lows now. Yeah, if I guess if that's true, I guess Kaibo Shib to the moon. Needs to do a 2x to get bullish, to come back to life over 7.6. What are we on daily? Yeah, this music's annoying as well. There, get some quieter music. Because now I can't think. Come on. Kaibo Shib is holding over to 0.5 for the second time. So as long as this one's going to stay alive, it has to hold the higher low. That market structure there at 33. Come on. Kaibo Shib, 786 retracements, probably going to go higher than that. So a new high on this one here would take you up to 3016 area and do a 47x. Dogecoin. Pirate is up. What is Pirate? R? Pirate. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, it is R. Pirate chain. I imagine that's what you're talking about, huh? Or maybe you're talking about something else. This one's not up. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, unless you mean Pirate. Pirate Nation. Oh, this must be what you're talking about. A coin I would never touch. Oh, ask Google what the first AI meme coin is. Yeah, Ton's gonna be Ton's a big coin. You've never heard of it? All right, yeah, we got it. Pirate Nation token. I don't know what this is. There's so many coins out there. Hopefully you guys are picking the right ones. Yeah, she had to move up, but clearly getting stuck. Getting stuck with a lower high. As long as you're above 8.8, it's still bullish. It needs to get over 12. Yeah, I wish I could catch a move like that. But she's bullish over the 382. If she can break over the 618 and break this area, you can clearly see that wick, and then she's going to fly out of here. 9x up to $1. But clearly has to get through this volume area. Get over about 17. But a move like that, it's probably done for now. Yeah, I know I've heard someone say that before, that it was the first meme coin. But I guess we're wrong. What is the other coin we've been looking at? I can't remember. What is X? Yeah, XCN came down to our target. Is it still holding? But the XCN moon boys won't come back until this thing's flying. When there's a giant green candle, then they'll be back. Because she's still looking bearish at the moment. She's trying to hold our 382. Yeah, is this thing coming back down to a penny? I would say if this thing can't hold 1.6 here, maybe I can get some of my money back that I lost on XCN, put in a short position here and just let it fall off the table. Let's see. Now what did I forgot what I was looking at. Oh, ton. Ton, what does she do on the macro? Yeah, Ton's holding up. It looks like all of these other coins. All the coins that have been going up did the same exact thing. It looks like it just put in the bottom again, put in the macro bottom. So yeah, we don't ever look at Ton, but it put in the bottom over the 618. So as long as you're over 250, 254, that was it. Tagged a trend. Then low to the high on ton. Just below the 382, so it needs to get back over 330 to be bullish. But I would imagine it should sooner than later. And then low to the high on ton from here. Yeah, without overcomplicating it, it looks like the macro bottom is in. Another coin, it's time to go back up. So ton to a new high. I have no idea where they're saying ton's going to go, but if you get a 5x out of some of these larger coins, then I think that's good. A 4x up to about $12 to $13, and a 6x up to 19. But just looking at the overall chart, it looks like it would just go right to $19. All right, I got to take this music off because it's depressing. That's too loud. All right, what are we looking at? Can we look at Digibyte, DGB? Yeah, Digibyte's got a good over macro chart overall. It's just been going sideways forever. Digibyte's on my list. A list I'm never going to get to use. Oh, she's pulling back, huh? Still holding the 618, still holding the curl up here with the market structure. I would imagine this 8.8 level should hold. Not doing anything but really going sideways. Once you get this thing back over the macro bottom over 1, pretty much over a penny, you're bullish again. 1.2 if you want to be exact. And on the macro, 2 pennies. Once you get over 2 pennies, then you're macro bullish. But like I said, if you just zoom out and take out all the noise, it's just going sideways at the moment. Yeah, you tagged a 786 and you're starting to bounce and curl up a little bit. Come on, move. And as for where Digibyte's going, like I said, these older coins probably good for like a 5 to 10x maybe. So 618 retracement, that's your 5x, a little over a 5x to 46, probably 50 cents. So I would say a good target on Digibyte would be 50 cents and get your 5.5x or so. And then maybe 10 cents for a 10x. You think people were learning it would do well this year? Yeah, that's one of the reasons Turbo's the way it is because the first AI meme coin apparently, I guess we learned. What's up, King? What's up, Cinco? Selfie? What is selfie? You know what, my man Ross? I got it right here. I have a what is it called? A WordPad opened where I keep notes for all this stuff we do here, all the coins we cover, and it's right there on the top. But no, I did not yet. I forgot. I'll try to remember today to listen to it. Selfie. Yeah, I'll make sure I listen to it today. What is selfie? But yeah, we're not going to be on here much longer because my son's here for the weekend and he's extremely bored in there. So I got to go spend time with him. Even though I need to be on here constantly to get all the revenue I can. This what you're talking about? Selfie dog coin? Oh, I hate looking at new coins. Selfie. This one's on the Solana. Alright, that's better. Looks like you're coming down to the 618 retracement. It looks like another coin that's putting in a double bottom. So potentially the bottom is in, high to the low. You got stuck at the 382. So we're going to zoom in a little bit more. So there's possibly, you know, a 78661, or yeah, probably a 786 retracement coming into play, put in that double bottom like we've been seeing on every coin that moves up. So you're down below the 236 382. So there's a good chance this thing's coming out. Yeah, there's a good chance you drop 36%. You could drop 15%. One of these levels is going to hold for a double bottom probably, like we've seen on a lot of these coins. So 001 drop 37%, and then it's only up from there. But if you're bullish on selfie, I would just buy in the red here and see what level it's going to hit, and then it could be one of those coins that's about to make a run for the 618 and get stuck. Yeah, it's a 7x up to 1 penny. 2 pennies would be a 14, 15x, and a new high moonshot on this one, 135x to 21 cents. Always bullish on crypto undead. Yeah, I'll check it out after the stream. Auction and ICP really quick. Bounce. Yeah, I saw Ergo was back up. Did you guys see that? Yeah, is Bounce still holding up in our pattern? Yeah, she's still holding. So Bounce is in this very macro falling wedge. It's holding our green box. As long as you're above 980, then we should get another large scam wick to form, spawn in out of here. And then clearly all of these monthly candles getting stuck in this downtrend in this pattern. If you can get a monthly candle, I mean, if it doesn't blast out of here, if this thing slowly breaks above the 0.5 and you're over this 1530 level, and a monthly candle's closed above that, then it may be time to jump in. It's just the fact that it did that. So bounce token, 16x up to 176, 175, 176, 180, whatever it's going to hit. You guys got to remember these targets aren't going to be perfect. But that's really all to say about bounce right now. She's still holding up in our pattern. Let's see. It's formed an Eiffel Tower. Yeah, and you're right on the 786 support here also, so it's probably going to bounce up from where it is. Yeah, so it might spike up 30% and then get stuck again. And like I said, unless it's going to do this again. ICP, I think, is going to $200. Where is ICP? Come on. Internet computer. Still not bullish. Wow. Is that the bottom for ICP? Or not yet? Not quite yet, but it could be. But it doesn't look promising on the smaller time frame. But we'll see what happens. But you'd have to imagine that's the bottom. It's still coming back down after that wick. Let me see the weekly. So we'll just keep it simple on ICP. It's doing the little stair-step bear flag down. So just keep it simple. We'll go all the way to the daily candles. Go from the high to the low here. Yeah, I mean, you're above the 236, so you're making higher highs and higher lows. So maybe that is the bottom. Wait, let me bring that back up. It needs to get over 543, or it's gonna continue to go down. So man, this music is so annoying. Let me turn it down. I mean, we'll see what happens on ICP. Simplest thing we can do is high to the low. If it can get over 694, then you have something, and then you're bullish to push up. As long as you're below that, you're bearish. But I would imagine you've been buying ICP forever. You're buying the dips if you're bullish on it. So ICP, as long as you're over 440, the bottom is in. And then keep it simple. ICP, a 618 retracement. I think it's very possible. So ICP is probably good for a $75 15x. And then $180 to $200 could be a target for it. If people are going to buy, I know people are going to buy ICP because it has a cult following. What it seems like anyway. So maybe you get a 40x out of it to 200. But it is on Coinbase and it's just going sideways. And it is on my list, so. Yeah, we might go fish. We also might go play. He's got his those little consoles you can get. He's had them forever. Nintendo and Sega Genesis, where they have like I think the Nintendo has 620 games on it, Mario and everything. So he wants to play that with me and play some old school gaming. What's up, Ben? Fourth. Is fourth going to run? She hasn't really moved since we looked at it. I zoom out. Oh yeah, I did add this one. This one's on my list too, because this one's on Coinbase and it's not a bad looking chart. It's just going completely sideways. It looks like ZBCN. Just complete sideways, doing nothing. So this one on the macro, once you're over 440 or 430 rather, up to 716, 150% move. If you can get over that, you're bullish. This thing to a 618 retracement to 16 would be a 5.5x, and then the 786 would be your 10x. 28, 29, $30. But yeah, the fact that this one's on Coinbase, and I believe it's on Coinbase, and it's going completely sideways, at some point it's going to have a move up, you would think. And it tagged the bottom again, so we can move that out of the way. And then just zoom in real quick here. Just keep it real simple. It looks like it's setting that same structure up, double bottom with a higher low. So high to the low, you got to get over the 382 where you're getting stuck right now. If you can get up over that and stay over 305, you're bullish. And clearly the breakout is over 4 up to that 236 level. And then the other direction, low to the high. Yeah, came down to the final 786 support and held it perfectly. That's what we're seeing all over the place, this pattern here. And then they're taking off slowly. So it doesn't look bad where it is. It looks like the bottom is in. And fourth is probably not going to go to the moon. I would get out of a 618 retracement. Because, I mean, it's not horrible, but it is a 50x. A 53, 54x up to 150. But that's a large move. What's up, Harlem? Hoppy back to 003 circles 2. Oh, man. Hoppy. I don't know what Hoppy's doing. It's stuck at the 382, just like the rest of the market. But that's what you can expect. This one broke it down. I mean, it looks like Toshi. These coins are all breaking out, but they're all getting stuck. So, not in a bad position. It's just it needs some follow through all these coins. But yeah, as long as you're below the 382 at 4.8, it does put in play coming back down to that level. Especially if we go low to the high. Yeah, that's your 382. So if it falls lower than 3.7, then yeah, it's coming back down there. What's that? Weekly. But yet again, we're getting the weekly. These weekly stock, weekly MACDs are starting to cross bullish here. Same thing with Bitcoin, and same thing with a lot of the coins we've been looking at today. It's starting to look like we're about to get a move up. But yeah, it's simply just getting stuck. What's up, Hubu? Can we take a look at XYO proper utility? Fourth is a low market cap too. I don't know the market cap on it, but it probably is. I don't know. It's been around forever. What's going on with Turbo? Yeah, we look at XYO all the time. But yeah, XYO, and then I don't know what's going on with Turbo. We were talking about Turbo being they used the narrative as it being the first AI generated meme coin. That's what I always thought it was. But then he tells us that it's the Kaibo SHIB coin. So we learned something. But Turbo's getting stuck also. XYO's getting stuck. Everything's stuck. Bottom is in, but I mean, it's the beginning of the move that we're looking for, but making higher highs and higher lows on XYO. Yeah, XYO is going to be a good play. But it's getting stuck at the 382, high to the low right now at about 1.4. And then once it gets over the 618, a higher high on this one. I mean, it already got above the 786, so I'll just keep it simple. New high would be 1272. Would be a 15.5, 16x from today, 17x. But just looking on the macro chart, it doesn't look bad. And then when you zoom in, it's just simply getting stuck. So the 382s are winning right now. They're holding these coins down to where they're not bullish yet. $1.2 million tokens. Nice. Yeah, XYO is going to be big. XYO is asked about a lot. It doesn't do bad on the videos. Yeah, if you're holding a bunch of bags of coins with X whatever, XCN, XYO, XPR, I don't think you can go wrong with them. They all seem to pump and do well. Alright, I guess let me end this with Turbo. I don't know what he's asking, but Turbo something. But Turbo's the same boat. It's bullish, but it's stuck. It hit the 618. As long as you're over the macro 236 at 4, the breakout on this thing, especially if you get over 007 on Turbo, then she's going to be extremely bullish. So pretty much 006 to get over the 618 where you got stuck, you're holding bullish over 4, you're over the 0.5. So once you get over this little green line here, it may just blow right through that. So we'll see what happens. But if you can get over the 618, that probably puts in play Turbo going to 3 pennies. If you fall back below 4, then we may have a problem. But if that's where she's going, a 6.5x, almost a 7x to 3. But it was nice to see the little run off of the bottom. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. Gotta go spend some time with my son for a little while. Yeah, if you ever wanted to buy DGen, I think now's the time. I can't see this thing going lower. And on the macro chart, it set up this very big double bottom, and it's still on the bottom. So we're going to look up one day, and there's going to be a giant candle spawned all the way up here for almost a 60x. And you're going to be like, why didn't I get in? That's what I'm going to say. Hopefully it waits for me. Alright, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in here. Appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the Cash App Ross. I appreciate you guys supporting in these bearish, boring times. And we'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, Turbo, I didn't say the target, but we said it earlier. But Turbo, I think Turbo's going to 15 cents. It may go higher, I don't know. I could see Turbo hitting a 10 billion market cap and doing a 25x. First order of business is the higher high at 3. I'll be back on here tomorrow. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens today and tomorrow. Hopefully we don't fall off the table. What's up, Randy? Just really quick, Jasmine and Dog with Hat. Jasmine is getting stuck still. Jasmine's going to be a good play. It's going to get out of here at some point. Dang it. What am I spelling? Jasmine to the moon. She simply came down like everything else, hit our macro support area. Let me just zoom it out off of that candle. 618, low to the high. So the bottom is in on Jasmine, and clearly zooming back out, she's just simply stuck here. Our red box we have on the chart, heavy resistance area, so that's the reason you're getting stuck. 382, heavy macro resistance, and you're sitting bullish over the 236. I know you can't hardly see it because it's messy here, but just going low to the high. As long as you're over the 13.8 up to 15.7, this thing's still bullish. Our little triangle pattern played out for just a moment. We got stuck instantly, but the whole market's doing the same thing. The same little move here. So if Bitcoin can break out, then these coins are going to start breaking out. And then on the shorter fib, off of the move, just like the rest of the market. That's why our box is there. 382 is in play. So I'm telling you guys, 382 is holding everything down right now. So if you're under the 382, you're not bullish. Whiff real quick. What is Whiff doing? Looks like the same exact thing. Not quite. You're at the height of the low. You're hitting the 236 and getting stuck. You got to close a weekly close over it, so maybe it'll hold over. So once Whiff gets over 88 up to 96, then you can be bullish on it. Breakout's going to be over 168 or 169, 170. So over 97 cents bullish, and then yeah, like I keep saying on these coins, Whiff is going to probably 20x out of here, so it's probably going to blow through a 10 billion market cap. So maybe a $20 whiff. So the two targets would be $10 whiff. What is that? For a 15.5x and then a 30x to $20. You get the idea. Yep, I'm coming. Yeah, I'll check out that song. Sorry I had to rush through those, but I gotta go. My boy's wanting me. He's extremely bored. Alright, I appreciate you guys coming in here for not that long of a live stream. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.